We would be honored if you would join us.
I'm not sure if I just got followed by somebody who's a big Pepe Le Pew fan or not. Because I appreciate the follow, but I assume it's either Aka Leon or AKA Leon. You know what I mean, right? The Pepe Le Pew cartoons where everyone speaks in French. Le père, le mieux, le screech. Either way, we appreciate you hitting that follow button. The litter box gets bigger. So does the hot and heavy stuff here. Well, that's pretty cool. Bonaldi, I see that you have hit a +1 on the boost. My question, though, is where the heck's your player? You don't have a player made yet. How do you do that, you might say, as the bearded dragon splats in the background? There's how you do it. Give it to... No, well, I appreciate that, but we don't do that around here. Because that just creates a whole can of Pandora's box. You know what I mean? I'd rather you create a player. Join us in our Discord. Let's get you guided through it. Let's give you something to look forward to watching around on here. We would love to do it. Our draft will be coming up in July, which from a real-life calendar standpoint sounds like first couple weeks of October. Just make sure the beardy's good. Hello. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He is not very graceful when he gets off of his perch. Dragon goes splat. So let's see. Mr. Haslam has gone and gotten some dough. JR is going in for his million. Yeah, remember, we're still on the same week. I don't think anyone can go over 10 million because of how we did the sim schedule this week. Always good to hear, Big Mike. Speaking of, I am in the process of getting ready to upgrade my internet around here, which I hope makes life better for you watching us as we try to offer our stuff here in high quality talent. My download speed would stay the same, but my upload, kind of important on streaming, my upload would increase by 30 times. That's not a mistake. 30 times. That's what I said too.
19 months, wow lol.
Well, Dan Brew, wow indeed. Thank you for the 19 months. The serial killer has also decided to go +3 on a boost. That's scary. Hide your frosted flakes. He might kill it. Olson Michael, welcome to you. What is eMLB you say? Well, the best we can do is suggest join us in our Discord and we can tell you a heck of a lot better. You'll get to see just about 20% of what the eMLB experience is here as soon as I pull the curtain away.
Let's go while we're young.
Well, Christ, you took forever to do your part. You know, a commish can only do so many things. But you know one thing he really likes doing? Is telling you, let go!
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Welcome, 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 my friends. Sunday morning coffee with the Commish edition of the eMLB universe. You are here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Commish LB saying good morning to all of you out there. Hope you have enjoyed your weekend. It has been Hockey Central here. It is what's called Parody Weekend. My son has been playing nothing but hockey. It's been about an hour and 20-minute drive. Mrs. Commish is on her way there right now with the goalie. They have a 12:40 start. Guess what time the sim is going to end today? It's going to be done by 12:40, or at least that's the game plan. So we'll do our best for that. So we welcome all of you. If you've never been here before, I am the Commish. My friends will call me LB. My wife is the only one with the right to call me four-letter words, so we ask you, please be kind. Rewind, I'm a professional dad, so if you act in any way, shape, or form like something my kids would do, yeah, we act pretty swift on it. So let's not do any of that. And remember, we overpay for a very celebrity censor.
What's your language, bud? We're on the air.
Yeah, whatever, Daffy. Jeez, can't even say things that rhyme with duck around here, and he's all flippity about it. Must be a duck thing for all I know, dear Lord. All right, gang. It is the eMLB universe. For those of you who have never been here before, I believe Michael Olsen, or Olsen Michael if you prefer, is one of those. Welcome. This is a traditional online league universe. Well, hello, Forrest. Hi there. This is a traditional online league universe. I am just the Commish. I don't have any part in the teams. We have 30 teams for the moment, soon to be 32 this coming off season, as we will be adding 2 teams. We are forming our expansion committee at this time to talk logistics, because again, we're going to go from how you know Major League Baseball to being right now to adding 2 more teams. One, of course, the Montreal Expos are coming back. Les Expos! Zut alors! No, we don't say zut alors and stuff like that. We say c'est formidable. It's still more fun to say zut alors. But anyway. So, we have our first. It is towards the end of April. We finished the thank you tour. We've gotten the league back on track. This is when the league's going to start, at least for what you guys have been used to of recent. The league is going to suddenly feel like it's gone into overdrive. We get 7. That's right, 7 days simmed. Today, we're on day 3 so far. It would have been 2, but we had a rain out of our feature game of the day, now scheduled as a double header. We're going to watch game 1 of that momentarily. Yep, COVID cough is still there. So again, if you haven't watched us before, you're watching a traditional online league universe. 30 GMs. The community creates their players to be a part of this process. And we tell a wonderful story of what we all love. Baseball and stats, right? Speaking of, let's talk on a couple things. You see it right above me. Ian Happ, one of our 2 big free agents that have still been on the sidelines out there, has just signed a 2-year deal for $35.5 million to play with the Chicago White Sox. He has been in game shape from moment 1. That's the beauty of a virtual universe. He is expected to go into the lineup immediately for the White Sox. That he will be in 6th spot for the lineup, my understanding. Hap expected to play right field for the White Sox in this agreement. So we'll keep an eye on how Hap does, having not played baseball for, well, at least the foreseeable start of this season. We're already around the 10% mark of the year, although again slower because we did our thank you tour. But now we go full speed ahead. Today's sim will get us to Monday the 28th. Went past what Houston was willing to do at 2 years, but good signing for the White Sox. So let's talk about what we've got on tap for today's games. It's Wednesday that we're going to have. Hello from the Cuyahoga River in downtown Cleveland. The river is not on fire. We'll miss the festivities today as you are kayaking. EVC, please don't drop your phone. That's most important. And we hope you have fun doing some kayaking today. Enjoy yourself, sir. Thank you for saying hello. Let's get to today's action. It is Wednesday, April 22nd in the universe for our featured game of the day. But let's see what is happening around the eMLB universe elsewhere as you enjoy today's festivities. Rangers will be taking on the Athletics. A lot of afternoon action on this Wednesday, so that should give you guys plenty to watch on the out-of-town scoreboard today. Rangers will send Lucas Gordon to the hill. I believe Gordon made his major league debut. He gave up 5 runs in 4 2/3 in his first start against the Mariners. He will try to turn that around and go for win number 1 here against Oakland at the Coliseum. Max Kranick expected to take him on, and we're understanding that John Duplantier is probably looking like he is ready to get back up and running for the Athletics at the start of the new month. The Mariners will take on the Marlins from Seattle in interleague action. Alejandro Rosario expected to be on the hill for the M's, and the Marlins will send Denny Reyes to the hill in that one. The Astros taking on the Angels from Houston. Showtime will be in play. Last time Ohtani played, he did get not only the win, but he also hit a home run in that one. Jandy should be pitching. I'm assuming so. I import, and it goes with what you put in, so we'll see. Ohtani against Whitley. If you're using a 7-day lineup, Mike, that might be part of it. The 7-day lineups often will put a different person in there. That kind of annoys me when you guys do that, and it also goes opposing, so you give kind of fake news. The only way I can put it. You give fake news on who the scheduled starter is, and then when you go in, oh, look, but wait, bait and switch. So, anyway. Tigers will take on the Rays. Carlos Rodon scheduled to take on Yanson Guerrero. Guerrero 0-2 for the Rays thus far. Rodon is 1-1 with a 4.22 for the Tigers. Red Sox, Jays. Matthew Thompson's looked pretty good on his first 2 career starts for the Sox. Matter of fact, he's kind of the only guy who's looked really good for the Sox starting rotation so far. Travis McGregor will oppose him. This one is in Canada at Toronto. Jays are 1-6 so far at the Rogers Center this season. Giants, Royals, more interleague action. Giants, best team in the league here at this point. We'll talk about that one in a moment. Taking on the Royals, it says Ethan Candela, but as Sean said in chat, Jandy Ronson's expected to get the start in this one as Candela went yesterday. Michael Grove is scheduled to oppose him for the Twins. White Sox will have the Yankees Sale Day in New York. We'll find out. Sale 1-1 so far this year. Jared Jones, no record for him so far. The New York Yankees are 8-6 so far this season. Who had that to start off? Not many. Not many. It's not your Yankees in real life. We know. What are you talking about, Minerva? Oh, dear Lord. I have no clue what's going on. Don't confuse the commish. I do that just fine on my own. Thank you very much. Indians will have the Twins, the apparently Minerva-led Twins now. I smell sabotage is what I smell. Nick Sandlin, the sidearm slinger, getting the start in that one. Daniel Procopio is listed as a scheduled starter. That one coming from Letarge later today at 8:10. The Pirates, who went 9-0 to start this season, have lost 5 straight since then. Oh, whatever, Minerva. I say a lot of things. Lucky I even remember what I said. Huh? Anyway, the Pirates have lost their last 5 after coming out of the gate, winning 9 in a row. Austin Franklin. Yes. Look, see how much coffee? There, you can see the liquid. I barely have started drinking, sir. And I can't say that the Baileys has helped yet. I don't think it has. So the Pirates will take on the Cardinals from Busch Stadium. Both Austin Franklin, Jonathan Loaisiga looking for their first wins on the year. That's a 1:45 afternoon start. When we start our game of the day, that one should be at least halfway through. Uh-oh, Ben says his Yankees prediction, Pirates prediction is coming true. Brewers will take on the Cubs. Walker Buehler scheduled to take on Bill Sullivan. It was not a good last sim for the Brewers as they got swept by one of our parts of the game of the day today. I am starting to drink the coffee, just I'm also telling the story too. So Walker Buehler against Bill Sullivan, that one at Wrigley Field, where the Cubs have won 7 of 8 to start the year. Game 1 of 2 for the Orioles and the Reds. Game 1 is our feature game of the day. We will talk about this one in the moment. Game after that, Game 2, which will not be managed. This one will be simmed. Orioles will have the Reds. We have Nick Mergavicius against Wilmer Fenelon scheduled at the Great American Ballpark in the second half of the doubleheader. Nationals will be in Atlanta taking on the Braves today. Ty Madden 2-0 on the year. He'll take on Joe Musgrove, who's 0-1 with a 7.27 ERA. The Phillies will take on the Mets. Mets have definitely been disappointed with their start on the year. Madison Bumgarner has been good. Excuse me. He's been pitching well. I'd be so glad when this COVID cough is gone. Madison Bumgarner is 1-1 with a 1.84 ERA. James Caprillion is scheduled to start for the Phillies in this one. He's 1-1 with a 9.35. See if that helps. Behind my big old head, you've got the Padres hosting the Diamondbacks at Petco Park. Mackenzie Gore is 0-2 on the year. Wanda Paula also 0-1 with mid-5 ERAs for each of the starters. 10-10 start in San Diego in that one. Other game out west will be the Dodgers hosting the Rockies at Chavez Ravine. Joe Machado will do battle against Freddie Peralta in that one. That's your action around the league, but we've got a game to get to. It's game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader between the Orioles and the Reds as they have a 3-game series. Got to do some alteration. Let me first remove my noggin. And then we'll let you get to the betting part of the show. So, JR and Brendan, if you would kindly send me whispers and let me know if you have any last-minute sudden changes. Again, each team had the Monday off. Day 1 of the sim was a day off for them, and then they had an additional day off due to the rainout. Look at Pirate betting against the Orioles. He's like, you know what? You lost against me. You don't deserve my bet. I'm just creating drama. Pay no attention to me. All right, both say lineup is fine. Let me make sure I fix. Yep, I know Mergavicius was being sent to the hill for game 1. We'll tweak that to Connor Siebold, who will get the start, the former Mariner. Make sure the lineups are as requested. We are pristine here for the Orioles. Over to Cincy, and what the Sam Hill is this? I kid. It's no big deal. I already kind of pre-previewed it. That looking right, Mr. Rollins? Looks good, he says. All right, awesome. So I'm going to save us some time because, again, I have my son's game will be on a special app we have access to called Live Barn. So I'm going to be able to watch my son's game even though he's 2 states away while I hold down the fort and get our show going. So because of Monday being an off day and then an additional off day for the rain out, both bullpens are fully healthy and ready to go, so we will skip the formalities of giving you that as a preview. It makes it easier for you guys to bet. Did you say bet? I did. If you haven't been here before, would you believe it? I've never bet in a sporting event in my life. But here I am pimping you to embrace your inner Pete Rose. Yep, that's right. You can bet on this game. You can try to win some balls of yarn. Balls of yarn are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. You see a lot of people playing mini games in the chat. They're doing heists, they're doing boss battles, they're doing free-for-alls. Only 5 kitties will keep their tail. Remember, you're cartoon characters, your tail grows back. Here's how the betting part works, though. You see in the chat, people are choosing their team and putting a number. If you put the team in before the first inning is done, and you are right on who wins this game, you will win 75 balls of yarn. You can bet in the second inning. That'll just set you back 25 additional balls of yarn. In other words, if you put a second inning bet in, the most you can win is 50 balls of yarn. Your last chance to bet in today's game will be before the 3rd out of the 3rd inning, when you can only win 25 balls of yarn. Please note, at any time if you pick the wrong team, it will set you back 25 balls of yarn. Now that number you're putting is how many runs you think the winning team will score to win today's game. Not how many runs they win by, or not total run count from both sides. Today it is how many runs does the winning team score. It doesn't hurt you. It can only help. So it's easy money. You nail the number, you win 50 balls of yarn. So even if you pick the wrong team, when you lose 25, but you nail the number, you're still a winner. Why do balls of yarn matter? Well, they are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. They are the lifeblood to the eMLB universe. They allow you to create and boost your player. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you possess, you just saw Mathoki use the points command. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you have, you can trade those in by using exclamation boost. That will sell 1,000 balls, and that'll give you a +1 to your player, allowing you to improve them in the universe. But if you're the type that really likes to play with your balls...
That's what she said.
Hey. No, none of that. We're talking balls of yarn. Then you can wait until you have 5,000 balls of yarn. When you have 5,000 balls of yarn and use exclamation MEGA, M-E-G-A, that's the Mega Boost. You bring in the cousins of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. Who else? Lion-O and the Lord of the Thundercats and the rest of the Thundercats coming in and spanking some samurai dog you know what. That's how the bets work. If you have questions, go right ahead and ask in the chat. The bets are for anybody that can hear my voice. Now let's talk about today's game. It is the starting lineups again for today, and the eMLB game of the day. powered by Out of the Park Baseball 23. eMLB is a 22-year-old brand in real life. This universe has existed since realistically 2019. But it became officially GM run in 2020. We have proudly used Out of the Park Baseball for eMLB games since OOTP 5. That's a long time ago. Today, the Commish is fueled by its Coffee with the Commish Sunday, so that means Cafe Verona, Italian sweet cream from Coffee Mate, and a nice dash of Bailey's Irish cream. And of course, you're watching this live on the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show, or you might be watching us on Memorex, YouTube, we do have a YouTube channel. Click that link. Don't cost you a dime, but it allows you to stay on top of all the content that we provide here in the eMLB universe, including the amazing podcast done by members of our community. That's the only place that you can find that content. Today for the Baltimore Orioles, coming in having won 5 of their last 6. Leading off, Michael Busch. Busch's last hit he had was his 400th of his career against the Blue Jays back on the 18th. He will lead off over at first base. The suspense. Nick Spence from New York, 3-game hit streak coming into this one. He'll be the shortstop batting second. Buster Bluth, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 2021 Rookie of the Year, and just signed a 7-year contract extension to stay with the Orioles. He'll bat third over at third. Nate Lowe, the DH today, batting fourth. Jeff Newkirk, the number 6 overall draft pick back in 2023 from Townsend State. He'll be your catcher, batting fifth. He has been struggling of late. Khalil Lee, number 6 hitter, will bat 6th in right field. Jake Bowers will be in left field for this one. Absolute cold streak for Bowers, 1 for his last 30 to start this season off. Ray Ornelas, the center fielder from Mexico, will bat 8th. Shervin Newton, the former Met, 0 for 10 in his last 3. He will bat 9th over at second. Connor Siebold, 8th year for the 30-year-old. His last appearance back on tax day, IRS day against the Sox at Fenway. Went 5 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 4 earned runs. He walked 3, struck out 7. He has had control problems to start this season off. You see the whip, 2.06. That ain't going to win many games, but Siebold is 1-0 to start the year. For the Cincinnati Reds, 2-time All-Star Taylor Trammell has looked good in his last 3. 4 for 12, 2 doubles, a homer, 3 RBI, and 6 runs. He'll lead it off in left field. Trey Griffey, absolute fire. In the entire Milwaukee series, a 4-game series, he was 6 for 15, 6 runs, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 4 RBI. Community Creative Player of JR, the GM, of course, in center, batting second. Edgar Barrios, 20-game on-base streak carried over from last season and has hit in 6 of his last 7 games. He will be over at third, batting third. Blaze Jordan, 6 RBI in his last 2 games, tied with the team lead with Trey Griffey for 5 home runs, still doing the home run trot. He will be at first in the cleanup role today. Jim Stone is in right field, 4-game hit streak for him. He'll bat 5th. Alan Brokaw will be the DH. He's got a 3-game multi-hit streak, 2 hits in each of his last 3, and has... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up my people. That's Ethan Hearn. Sorry. Ethan Hearn is batting 7th. He's got a 3-game multi-hit streak. All 9 of his RBI in his career have been done in his last 3 games played. He has been on fire of late. Alan Brokaw is 6th. Brokaw is 5 for 10, 6 runs, 4 doubles, and 2 RBI in his last 3. He'll be the DH today. Slipping down to the ace spot, second baseman is Miguel Alejandro Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 8 in his last 2. He's over at second. Relvis Martinez does have a modest 3-game hit streak coming into this one. He's a shortstop, batting 9th. Lance McCullers, who could potentially opt out after this season. He has a couple years left at $20 million, including a player option. He's 2-0 this year with a 1.25 ERA and a whip just under 1. He's looked pretty solid to start the year. We'll see if he can continue it in this one. There's your matchups. Here's the commish. And with that, we've got time to go to Great American Ballpark. Let's go. Welcome everybody to the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, where we have today's game going between the Cincinnati Reds and the Baltimore Orioles. Interleague action. This is a double header on the day. We're only watching game 1. This is a live managed game. If you've never been here before and wondering exactly what we do, we will call the full game. With the exception of when no one's on base, we go right to the result. This is fully managed by the GMs. Brendan 3499, Brendan McGuirk, he is your Baltimore Orioles GM and manager in this game. And Jared Rollins is Jordan Cage 28 in your chat. He is your Cincinnati Reds GM and manager. And we always like to say he does work for the real-life Cincinnati Reds. He's their senior director of communications, has been there for a couple decades now. So he is the boss here, but he still is pretty high up in the organization overall. So always like to say that. Let's look at the defensive alignment here for the Reds in this one. We got Taylor Trammell out in left field. Trey Griffey patrolling in center, and Jim Stone will be in right field. Edgar Barrios is your third baseman. Relvis Martinez is at short. Miguel Hernandez at second. Blaze Jordan blazing a trail over at first. Ethan Hearn is behind the dish. You can see the ratings. As a friendly reminder, we do a 1 to 20 rating system, so you can plot who is what from a rating standpoint. And on the hill today, the 32-year-old 11th season in the majors for Lance McCullers. The Tampa Floridian in his fourth year with the Cincinnati Reds this season. 2-0 with a 1.25 ERA, 21 2/3 innings of work to this point, giving up 14 hits, 3 earned runs. Amazingly, no home runs allowed yet. Sorry, commentator curse, apparently, JR. He's walked 7, and he has struck out 23. McCullers throws, particularly focuses on the sinker, throws that in the mid-90s, works the cutter, curveball, and changeup into the mix. He was a former first-round draft pick, 41st overall in a compensatory role in 2012 from Jesuit High School in Tampa, Florida by the Houston Astros. We're ready to go. Let's get our first batter in there. It is going to be Michael Bush, the first baseman, 28-year-old from Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota. Speak English, Commish. Bush recently getting his 400th career hit, enters this game today hitting .265 with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. So again, when no one's on base, we'll go right to the result. When runners are on, we go pitch by pitch. When you see me looking here, maybe I do have ADHD, but I'm really looking at Twitch whispers to see what the managers are saying. They might be saying pitch to contact. They might be saying pitch to batter, visit the mound, bunt. You get the idea. Alrighty, instructions are in. Game is underway. Coffee in hand. Thank you for your attendance. Good to have you here. Cheers, everybody. Game of the day underway with a 3-1 count. No, there's no such thing as hit batter. We call that the Cody Koshin. The 3-1 pitch He'll come too far inside, and he's going to lose Bush with the lead-off walk. We'll have a runner aboard to start our day off, and that'll put in the man simply nicknamed the Suspense. Nick Spence, community-created player from the Elder Nacho. And if you keep hearing us talk about what we nickname CCPs, they are you guys. We help you create your players. So community-created players in this game is Nick Spence, Buster Bluth, Trey Griffey. That's it, I think, in this one. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it. We got 3 community-created players, so let us tell your story by joining our eMLB universe. You have a can of Monster. Hey, whatever drink you prefer, we're just glad you're here, and we hope that you don't mind listening to this. Bush is aboard at first, not known to be much of a stealing threat. Spence comes in little light on the average to start his year. 239 average for the career 281 hitter. Has 3 home runs and 6 RBI. First pitch is going to be shot into right field as he went with it and gets down for the base hit. Bush will stop at second as he was a little conservative, not knowing if Stone would get there in time. It gets down. It is the first hit on the day, and the Suspense is aboard with his first base hit. 2 on now with nobody out, and here comes Buster Bluth. What do we call it when a Cody and Pirate happen at the same time? I don't know, hitting the batter by accident? Unintentionally intentional? Is that possible? Anyway. Alrighty. We have Buster Bluth, the number 1 overall draft selection in 2019 from Indian River High School in Chesapeake, Virginia. Bluth, who just signed a 7-year contract extension this offseason to stay with the Orioles. The 26-year-old hitting .372, 3 home runs and 7 RBI. First pitch from McCullers finds its way at the knee, strike 1. And Bluth, the switch hitter, who now has locked in his future with the Orioles. 3-time consecutive Gold Glove winner. Blue 0-1 swings at the curveball. He was way up front on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. Bluth, again, a community-created player from long-time friend of the channel. Does not come by often, but I get to talk to fairly regularly. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Comes inside with the off-speed and gets it by him. Good work from Lance McCullers to rally back after getting 2 aboard. Big strikeout on 3 pitches of the number 1 overall pick in 2019. We've got 1 out now, and here comes the power hitting Nate Lowe to the dish. Lowe, of course, acquired a couple seasons ago in a trade from Miami. 212 average to start the season with a home run and 6 RBI. Again, Lowe hit 30 home runs last year for the Orioles. First pitch. That one's going to be a called strike at the knees. Working it pretty good there from McCullers. 0-1. Shift is on. Elvis Martinez is playing right behind, cheating a bit, right behind Michael Bush at second. 0-1 pitch comes. Shot to center field. Griffey has to range to his right. Going after it. Leaps. It's going to get by him. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs will score. Spence rounding third using the speed. He will score. It's a 2-run double for Nate Lowe. Lowe put a charge into that one. Wind might have been helping it give Griffey a shot, but he had a long way to travel as they were in the shift. Lowe will get his 4th double on the year. RBI 7 and 8 as well as he gives the Orioles an early 2-0 lead. His dad would have caught that. Here it comes. Jeff Newkirk, the 23-year-old from Houston, Texas, 6th overall selection in 2023 from Towson State, comes to the dish. I said 2023, I meant 24, my bad. 132 average on the year with 2 homers and 5 RBI. Dead brew. Brendan already said that, though. Hey, Dish. First pitch from McCullers comes inside, ball 1. Trey will have his revenge. We're doing good, sir. How are you? I briefly got to watch a little bit of what you were working on yesterday in Power Pearl. I think I'm saying it right. Mostly while waiting for game 2 of my son's 2 games he had yesterday. He's heading to his 4th game of the weekend right now. Oops, I know I hit a wrong button there. Good. Fun is all that matters. The 1-0. Inside? Nope, it caught the inside corner for a strike. Or did it catch the inside corner? What? Newkirk filing that one in his memoir so that he will remember how to call this game when he is behind the dish. The 1-1. Uh-oh. They're saying that's a balk from McCullers, called right from the second base umpire. Not a good start for McCullers. Lowe will scoot down to third base on the balk. That'll give Newkirk a better opportunity here to help break out of his slump. The 1-1. This is low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. A balk. Loud. Loud. L-A-W-D. Loud. 2-1 delivery. Grounded hard to third. Barrios has it. Decides to go to first. They will get Newkirk out, but Lowe, who read it well and rushed down, gets in. It'll be an RBI ground out for Jeff Newkirk. He'll be out, but he gets his 6th RBI on the year. And the Ravens have kicked the field goal to lead this one 3-0. Nobody on now and 2 outs. Time to get Khalil Lee to the box. Lee, the 27-year-old from Centerville, Virginia, enters play hitting just 143 this season with a home run and 4 RBI. It'll be a 3-1 pitch. Just misses away. He'll issue the 2-out walk. Second walk of the inning issued by McCullers. Lee is aboard with some fairly decent speed. He stole 12 out of 18 bases last year. That'll put Jake Bowers, who's been ice cold here. He is 1 for his last 30, bringing his average down to an .091 average with no homers and 1 RBI. He is 4 for 10 lifetime against Lance McCullers. First, the pitch comes in, gets the outside corner, strike 1. Probably a little bit more generosity there on that call.
Say what?
Lance's control issues always pop up on game of the day. Possible. I mean, he is just a 10 contact, so he's average. One pitch curveball is away. The throw to second from Hearn. Not gonna be in time. Khalil Lee read it well and gets a stolen base. Maybe. There we go. Second steal on the season now for Khalil Lee. 2 for 2. Be a 1-1 count here to Jake Bowers. Virtual nerves, yes, exactly. 1-1 delivery. Lifted to right field. This one's pretty well struck. Going back, leaping, but no chance. That one's 5 rows back. It's a home run for Jake Bowers. One for his last 30. Yep. Commentator Curse launches it. 2-run shot. Orioles take an early 5-0 lead. Look at Andrew piling on here. Hi, Andrew. I'm kidding. You know him. Number 8 hitter Ray Ornelas coming up. Ornelas, 225 average this year with 2 home runs and 4 RBI. Where is the redo button located at? I need to correct Andrew on one thing. He left one church and came to his other. This is his other church. We appreciate his devoutness to our cause. You should have doubled your run total. Yes, might have been a good idea. All right, Ray Ornelas ready on the 0-1. Shot over to short. Position there is Elvis Martinez. He'll throw to first in time to finally get the inning over. Orioles put up a crooked number, 5 runs on 3 hits. No one's left aboard. Half an inning in. If you haven't bet yet and you think the O's have a good shot here, you might want to get the bet in before the first inning to maximize your balls of yarn. We go to the bottom of the first. Reds coming up.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Ryan, thank you very much for hitting the follow button. Welcome to the Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show and the home of eMLB Baseball. Bottom of the first here in Cincinnati. Orioles on an early 5-0 lead. Let's look at the defensive alignment for Baltimore in this one. Jake Bowers is in left field. Ray Ornelas is your center fielder. Khalil Lee out in right. Oh, you thought your number was for one inning only. Nice try. Buster Bluth, the 3-time Gold Glove winner. Reigning Gold Glove winner is over at third. Nick Spence is at short. Shervin Newton is your second baseman. And Michael Bush over at first. Jeff Newkirk is behind the dish on the hill today. The 30-year-old from Newport Beach, California, Connor Siebold. Siebold's third appearance on the year. He's 1-0 to this point with a 7.71 ERA. 11 2/3 innings of work, giving up 15 hits, 10 earned runs, hasn't allowed a homer. He has walked 9, and he has struck out 13 to this point. Throws the fastball in the mid-90s, complements that with a curveball, changeup, and throws a split-finger fastball as well. He was the 3rd-round draft pick of the Philadelphia Phillies back in 2017 from Cal State Fullerton. Again, came to the Orioles last season in exchange for Matt McClendon and Tim Dover. Taylor Trammell comes into the box. Trammell, now 28-year-old, 6th season in the majors. He's had a good recent series against the Brewers as he works his average up to a 270 clip with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. Oh, 0-1 pitch coming from Siebold. Rolls it over to second. Shervin Newton is there. He'll throw to first. Plenty of time to get Trammell for the first out. 1 out now. Here comes community created player of Jordan Gage 28, Trey Griffey, the son of Ken Griffey Jr. Trey steps into the box hitting .391 this year, 5 home runs, 13 RBI for the 21-year-old from Orlando. He had an impressive series against the Brewers. 6 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 4 RBI in that 4-game series. Cincinnati public address team playing Blame It on the Rain. Funny. 3-2 pitch to Griff. Gonna miss low, ball 4. Walks have been the challenge for Siebold to start off his 26th campaign. That's his 10th walk issued in 12 innings of work. Griffey is aboard now, 1 steal to his credit in one career or one attempt this year. He was 2 for 5 last season in the stolen base category. Edgar Barrios, the big acquisition, 25-year-old from Cartagena, Colombia. 267 average for Barrios with 2 home runs and 7 RBI. You know, I think it's important that we mention when we talk about how big of an acquisition Barrios is. It's also important to keep in mind he's 5'9" and 165 pounds. He's just, you know, built rugged. First pitch from Siebold will get the outer half, strike 1. Just underway here at the Great American Ballpark. That's not a mistake. 5 runs scored by the Orioles in the top of the first. If you haven't bet yet, good time for you to do so. As a reminder, to bet, put your right in the chat. Doesn't matter how long you've been here. If this is the first 15 seconds you've ever been here, you can still be a part of the bets. Just write in the chat who you think wins and put a number. How many runs does the winning team score? The 0-1 goes after the curveball and fooled. It's a no ball, 2 strike count. He probably does. Or he's saying it's going to be a long double header for his team today. 0-2 pitch from Siebold. Swing and a miss.
We'd be honored if you would join us.
Gets the 95-mile-an-hour fastball by him and sends him down.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Not this time around. Connor Siebold gets the 95-mile-an-hour pitch. Just worked him all on the outside. Fools him completely. First strikeout on the day for him. Cobra, thank you for hitting the follow. Welcome to you. Appreciate that. 1 out now, runner at first. Here comes Blaze Jordan. Jordan had a 37 home run campaign in 24. Proceeded to improve on that and got 39 home runs last year. And he continues to look fairly impressive at the dish here. 347 average for Jordan. 5 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Got 6 of those RBI just in the last 2 games. Forget the curveball hit, Ricky. Give him a heater. First pitch. That one's going to get away. That one was in the dirt with the split finger and nothing Newkirk could do with it. It hops past him. Griffey scoots down to second on the wild pitch. 1-0 count. Shift is on Shervin Newton playing straight up behind the bag here at second. Trying to keep Griffey close. 1-0 pitch. Big hard swing. Might have taken a little off on that. Just 92 from Siebold. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan, 4th season in the majors. Drafted 2020, first round pick, 9th overall by the Cincinnati Reds from DeSoto Central High School. I know Blaze Jordan is a Red Sox prospect in real life. This is a 2019 a universe simulated since 2019. So there's your answer. The 1-1. Grounds it back to the mound. Siebold has it. He'll throw over to first. That will retire this side. Cincinnati gets a walk, but nothing else. They will leave a runner at second. 1 inning done. 5-0 Orioles. Lance McCullers back to the hill. He'll try to get a better inning than his last one. We will start it off with the number 9 hitter, Shervin Newton. The former Met, 26-year-old from Curacao, enters play hitting .235 today with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. He has gone 0 for 10 in his last 3 games. First pitch is going to be a changeup inside because I forgot to turn pitch by pitch off. My bad. The 1-1. Rolls it over to second. Well positioned there is Miguel Hernandez. Throws to first for the out. One out now, back to the top of the order. Michael Busch took a walk in his first appearance to start this game off. He then scored. 0-1 pitch. Line shot into center. That's going to get by Hernandez for a hit. Busch takes the corner around first, goes back, takes the single. Fourth hit on the day for the Orioles now. 1 on, 1 out. Nick Spence is your batter. Spence did have a base hit to right field in his first pitch he saw. First pitch he looks at, he goes again, thinking aggressive here, but he fouls it off and out of play to the right side. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Lifted to center field. Griffey ranges to his right. He's going to get there. Read the liner pretty solidly. Excellent swing from Spence on a pitch coming low and inside. He kind of hooks it towards on a line to center field, but Griffey reads it well, reacts well, and gets there in time to get the out. Unlucky play for Spence. 2 outs now. Buster Bluth will be your batter. He struck out on 3 pitches. First pitch finds its way in there. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch going to be popped up. This one has a lot of hook, and it will find its way into the seats. Wind aided that as the wind has been blowing left to right at 9 miles an hour in this game. Colors again in his 11th season in the majors. He spent his first 7 seasons with Houston before coming here to Cincy. 0-2 pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colors does have an opt-out at the end of this year. If he stays in Cincinnati, he's got 2 more years, although the second year is a player option, a $20 million player option that he gets to choose from. That went toward Mr. Red Smokehouse in right field corner. Appreciate the knowledge. The 1-2. Line to right, but right in the direction of Jim Stone. Bluth got the curveball up in the zone, and he just put it right on the screws, but it is right at Jim Stone. That's 2 hard hit outs in the last 2 batters. Side is retire, inning and a half done here at the Great American Ballpark. 5-0, Orioles lead. Bottom of the second we go. Against the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming into the box, we'll start it off with Jim Stone. Stone is a 1.0 legend, so if you've never been here before and you wonder what we mean by 1.0, we're talking about players from the original eMLB universe way back in 2000. First 11 years of eMLB's 22-year existence was done at 1.0, and guys like Jim Stone were a big part of it. The 25-year-old from Altoona, Pennsylvania, comes into today's game hitting .286 with a home run and 7 RBI. First pitch he sees, that's because Commish keeps forgetting to turn off pitch by pitch. My apologies. The 2-2 pitch. Got him. Gets the curveball to fool him completely, and he goes down. Second strikeout on the day for Connor Siebold now. That is one out here in the second. Another 1.0 name, Alan Brokale, comes in. Brokale, 25 years old from Coral Springs, Florida, has been hitting the ball well of late. 5 for his last 10, with 6 runs scored, 4 doubles, and 2 RBI. He's now up to a .385 average with a homer and 6 RBI. You gotta think that for a Pirates game, it was probably something involving rum. Pheasant. Who knows? 2-0 pitch to Brokale. To center field. Ornelas ranges to his left. Plenty of room. He makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs now. The rookie Ethan Hearn, the 25-year-old from Mobile, Alabama, will come to the plate. Hearn in his last 3 games. Has gotten all 9 career RBI that he has in his major league career. Now up to a .242 average with no home runs and 9 RBI. A beer brat. Has to be a beer brat. Wait. Well, here I am worried that, for the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox that you have to eat socks, but I'm assuming that they just do a chowder or something like that for the Sox. 3-2 pitch. Hearn hard shot over to second. Quick throw from Newton is going to get away. Sailed to the right as Bush tries to go after it. Newkirk decent on the recovery behind the play, but Hearn will still get over to second on the 2-out error from Shervin Newton.
Go!
Let's see, for Newton, error number 2 on the year for him. Yes, anyone but a Baltimore second baseman. It's not just anyone but Madrano anymore after that one. Hearn is at second on the E4. Miguel Hernandez will be your batter. The 26-year-old Venezuelan enters play with a .154 average. No home runs and 5 RBI. He is 0 for his last 8. First pitch he sees in there, called strike. Second inning is almost done, gang. 1/3 out of the second is done. You've lost your chance to win 50 balls of yarn. Reminder, if you haven't bet in the chat, write down which team you think wins and how many runs does the winning team score. Stairs and Lou Whitaker. Why aren't you staring in Ryan Sandberg? The 0-1. That one will miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thank you, Sadier. As always, we appreciate clips being done, so those can be passed down in the Discord and soon to be uploaded to YouTube for shorts. The 1-1. Fastball misses at the knees? Ugh, good God, are you kidding me?
What?
Jeff Newkirk really isn't going to like the umpire today with the calls he's been seeing. 2-1 pitch. Hard shot, but foul. Hernandez's 3rd year in the majors, signed as an international free agent back in 2015 by the Reds. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Climbs the ladder, 98 on the gun, blows it right by him. hard to catch up with that. Third strikeout on the day for Connor Siebold. That will end things here in the second. To the third we go. It's now your last chance to put a bet on for today's game and win some balls of yarn. It's 5-0 Orioles. Lance McCullers back to the hill. Hey, Cody. Third inning bet for Cody. 4, 5, 6, middle of the order. Coming up here for the Orioles. It's Nate Lowe, Jeff Newkirk, and Khalil Lee. Lowe is 1 for 1. He had a 2-run double his first at bat. That one had some hair on it. Yay. 2-0 pitch. Yeah, I got it this time. Swing against the shift to shallow third base. Barrios, who is the shortstop in the play, gets back to his position in time to get the blooped pop fly left side for the out. 1 out now. Jeff Newkirk comes in. He had a ground out RBI in his first at bat. The 1-2. Kind of popped up. Foul territory, right side. Coming over Jordan. Hearn is there. Jordan makes the catch right with Hearn in the neighborhood for the second out. 2 pop outs to start the top of the third here. Khalil Lee will be the batter. Lee drew a 2-out walk and later scored. The 0-1. Towards center field. This one's got some carry. Griffey going back to the wall. He will make the catch right in front of the wall there. Long shot from Khalil Lee, but Griffey able to pull it in, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third we go. Absolute last chance for you to put a bet on in this game. Because the wife is traveling, I will have to take a break after this one to take the dog out, check on Commish and see how she's doing. So there'll be 2 planned breaks due to dad mode here, but they will be quick because again, my goal is to be done by 12:40 since my son's hockey game will start then, and that's when I can watch it on the TV. Bottom of the third, Arelvis Martinez, followed by Taylor Trammell and Trey Griffey, scheduled up for this inning. Martinez, the Dominican, 163 average this season. No home runs, 9 RBI. He does have a mini 3-game hit streak. First pitch from Siebold, hard, weird shot to the left. God, I love the animations on this thing. Siebold ranges well to his right. Easy toss to first to get Martinez for the first out. Back to the top of the order we go. Taylor Trammell is 0 for 1 today. A 3-2 pitch. This is low, ball 4. One of the wrong guys in this lineup to let get on base is Trammell, who had 40 stolen bases last season, is over at first now. Still looking for number 1 this year. Trey Griffey will be the batter. Griffey drew a walk in his first appearance. First pitch, Siebold actually goes and checks on Trammell, who gets back in standing. I know, the animation showed him die, but the text said he stood. So. First pitch, it's a pitch out, and right away, the Taylor Trammell effect in play here, as that's ball 1 to Griffey. I don't know. This is one of those things. Who do you fear more? The guy with 209 career stolen bases in his first 5 seasons? Or the guy who's shown tremendous power at the plate? Either way, it's a conundrum. The 1-0. Lines shot down the right side, just gets by Bush, but it's foul. Just gets by Bush, but it's foul. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Griffey. The 1-1 to second. Over to short for 1, but that's it as Spence pockets it, playing it safe. He didn't have the greatest grip on the ball, but he will get the force out as Griffey, another quick runner, gets the first in time. Trammell out for 6, 2 outs now here, bottom of the third, and Edgar Barrios, your batter, 0 for 1. First pitch is in there. It's called strike. The throw down to second, and Griffey is thrown out. Well, so much for that. Griffey tries to get a stolen base. He is gunned down by Newkirk. Side is retired. That puts 3 innings done. No more bets. And with no more bets, we will step aside for our first of 2 planned breaks today. We gotta go take the dog out, take myself out, and make sure the kiddos are good. It is Fluffy Kitty Ninjas Coffee with a Commish Sunday. We'll be right back. Coming back live, it is the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show and the eMLB game of the day. Took a little longer than I thought because, you know, the Ayatollah, meaning Commish, suddenly demanded waffles with whipped cream. You got to take care before you get back to doing your thing. Error number 2000 on streams. Not sure, NJ. Not sure offhand, but anyway. I might have missed some conversation that was going on. Anyway, let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Some afternoon action around the league on this Wednesday in the Sim verse of eMLB. Bottom of the 4th at the Coliseum, the Rangers currently lead the Athletics by a 2-1 score. Jordan Rohan has hit the 1 run in a homer fashion for the Athletics to this point. Bottom of the 9th, and it looks like that the Pirates are going to finally end that 5-game losing streak. Michael Toglia has his first home run on the year. The Pirates currently lead 7-0. Just 2 hits for the Cardinals in this one through the bottom of the 9th. Top of the 4th, Seattle currently leads the Marlins 2-1 at T-Mobile Field. That one again in the 4th. Top of the 6th, Cubs lead the Brewers 4-3. Brewers have a 4-game losing streak that they're trying to snap. Jackie Roberts has hit his 9th home run. Holy crap, Jackie Roberts. Danny White his 2nd. Danny Smith Jr. has his 4th. Rest of the games, I believe, are all to be played later today, so that is the only action to see around. Let's jump back into this one. Top of the 4th. Lance McCullers has settled down after that tough first inning. He's got Jake Bowers, Ray Ornelas, Sharp, and Newton, bottom 3rd of the order. Bowers, who broke a 1-for-30 slump, still in it, but he broke it with a 2-run homer to right field. Two-two pitch. Another well-struck shot to right field. Does he have another? He does. Dear Lord. Jake Bowers trying to wake up here.
Yeah, get up there and wham! A homer! Wham! Another homer! Wham! 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 What?
Well, don't throw curveballs to Jake Bowers. Even ones that are outside of the zone, because he's going to launch them. He pulls it. Wind might have aided that one. 2nd home run of the day. 3 RBI for Jake Bowers. 6-0 now O's. Ray Ornelas to the dish. 0 for 1 today. First pitch he sees is lined into left, but right in the direction of Taylor Trammell. Ball has been getting hit pretty hard here. We saw some hard line shots back into third. Another one just there for the first out. One out now. Shervin Newton is your batter. Newton is 0 for 1. First pitch lined right at the shifting Trammell, who's in left center field, and he will get the out as Newton hits hard into the shift himself. 2 outs now. Michael Bush comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. He's also walked. The 1-2 pitch. Called. Strike 3. Got him looking on the fastball. Oh, the curveball, excuse me.
Fatality.
Side will be retired, but not before Jake Bowers has gone deep for the second time in the day. I'm almost in the same location as the last one. We will go bottom of the 4th, and the Orioles extend their lead. It's 6-0. Bottom of the 4th, Edgar Barrios plays Jordan. Jim Stone are your scheduled hitters in this one. We'll start it off with Barrios 0 for 1 today. The 1-1 pitch. Towards right field. This one has Khalil Lee looking like he's got it. He does for the first out. Starting to see Tyler Baum loosening up. He's not being aggressive, so he might just be starting to get himself limber. He could be the first man called into duty here for the Reds. Blaze Jordan comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Oh, 1 pitch from Seabold is hit hard to left field. This one has a lot of carry. It is way out of here. Second deck shot from Blaze Jordan. "39 home runs last season, 76 home runs in his last 2 years prior. Already 6 this season. Blaze Jordan has the power stroke going. 6-1 now for the Orioles. Jim Stone to the plate. 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, it's a roller to the front. Gonna have to be hurrying as Newkirk throws the first. Not in time. He's safe. That one was a slow developing roller. Stone hustled right out of the box. Newkirk had a ways to go to get it. Tries to rifle it to first. It will not be in time. Second hit on the day now for the Reds. That'll put Alan Brokale into the box. 0 for 1. First pitch is at the knees. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, swings and a miss. Hard throw to first, not gonna get him. Tried to catch Stone sleeping. Newkirk with the hard throw to first. It'll be a no ball, 2-strike count to Brokale. Brokale, who was drafted 6th round 2022 out of East Carolina by the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rule 5 acquisition this offseason. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fooled by the changeup, and he will go down. Oh, wrong button. The other button could have worked just fine too, but anyway. Ethan Hearn comes to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Good use of the work there, Dan Brew. Jordan blazes one to left. First pitch. Curveball. Belt high in there. Strike one. Now 4 strikeouts on the day for Seabold. I see Brendan corrected himself with the K cards. Oh, 1 pitch to Hearn. Hard swing, bounces that one towards the Reds dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Great block by Newkirk to keep it in front of him. It'll be a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2. Grounded to second. Newton has it. He'll throw to first in time to retire this side, but not before. We get one from Blaze Jordan, who hits one deep into left field. 4 innings done. It's 6-1. Type FFA. Take my arm. Top of the 5th we go. That means it's time for Journey of the Starters. Today brought to you by Commish's Choice. Starbucks coffee. It's coffee with the Commish after all. McCullers wasn't pretty to start off. 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 6 earned runs, a couple home runs today off the bat of Jake Bowers for both of them. He's walked 2 and struck out 2 to this point. 58 pitches through this outing for McCullers. He'll start with the 2-3-4 hitters here for the Orioles. Spence, Bluth, and Lowe are scheduled up. Spence, your batter, 1 for 2. He had a shot to right field back in the first. The 1-2 pitch to left field, going down the line. That's going to get down for a hit. Good work from Trammell to get over there in a hustle. That'll keep Spence stopped over at first. He's aboard with the leadoff hit. Now 6 hits for the Orioles here. Nobody out. Buster Bluth coming to the plate. Bluth is 0 for 2. First pitch, inside corner, called strike 1. Tyler Baum still working in the bullpen. Looks like he's getting more prepared now to come in. The 0-1. Catches, nope, misses the outside corner apparently. Not by much. We've seen pitches further out called as strikes. But it's ball 1. The 1-1 to short, to second for 1, but Hernandez cannot turn to make the double play attempt. Bluth will reach on a fielder's choice as Martinez makes the 6-4 out for the first out. 1 out. Nate Lowe is now your batter. Lowe 1 for 2. He had the 2-run double over the head of Trey Griffey back in the first. First pitch is going to miss low. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lowe, the 30-year-old who started with Tampa. Had a brief spell with Miami before settling here with Baltimore. And a big deal that sent a bunch of moving parts around. The 2-0 pitch to him. He'll watch it. It's at the letters. Strike 1. Martinez is playing just on the second base side in a full hard shift here to the right against Nate Lowe. Outfield is also playing this shift. The 2-1. Rolls it into the shift, over to short for one, back to first, in time for 6-3 double play.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Good work by the Reds to read the defensive strategy there. Over to a 4-6-3 double play that retires the side. This game is halfway done, bottom of the fifth. We will go. It is 6-1 Orioles. One more time, journey of the starters before we start the bottom of the fifth. It's Connor Siebold, 4 innings of work for him, 2 hits, 1 earned run, that being the Blaze Jordan home run back in the fourth. He's walked 2, struck out 4, and like his opponent McCullers, he's thrown 58 pitches through his first 4 innings of work. Got the 8-9-1 hitters due up here. We'll start with Miguel Hernandez, Relvis Martinez on deck, Taylor Trammell in the hole. Hernandez 0 for 1. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fools him with the curveball.
I cannot hit curveball. Straight ball, I hit it very much. Curveball, that's all, Fred.
I've never seen Miguel Hernandez be a guy who hits it very much, but you get the idea. 5 strikeouts on the day now for Connor Siebold. 1 out now for Relvis Martinez, who's 0 for 1. The 2-2 pitch. To right center field. Ranging over Ornelas. Kelly Lee in the neighborhood, but Ornelas makes the call. Gets it for the second out. 2 outs now, top of the order. We will go for the third time. Taylor Trammell will be your batter. He's 0 for 1. A 1 pitch. Towards left field, pretty well struck. Going back to the warning track. Jake Bowers makes the catch with about 3 feet to spare in front of the wall. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds here in the bottom of the fifth. To the 6th we will go. It is Baltimore leading 6-1. New pitcher, Lance McCullers' day will be over here. Tyler Baum is being summoned from the pen. Tough start for McCullers, 6 earned runs on 5 innings of work. He'll give way to Tyler Baum, the 28-year-old from Florida. Baum, the 4-year veteran, 1-1 with a 5.56 ERA this season. I gotta update his screen. 8th appearance on the year for Baum. 11 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 13 hits, 7 earned runs. He's allowed 3 homers. He's walked 3 and struck out 11. He throws the fastball in the low to mid 90s, has a curveball and a changeup that he will throw as well. It's a former 4th round pick in 2019 out of North Carolina Tar Heels. Baum's ready to go. He'll start with Jeff Newkirk to start him off. Newkirk today 0 for 2 with a ground out RBI. 2-1 pitch. To center field. Griffey ranging over. He will stop near the warning track, comes in and makes the catch for the first out. 1 out now. Khalil Lee will come to the box. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and scored. Three-two pitch. Uh-oh, that one came too far inside and it got him. Didn't get him by much. It was going to be ball 4 anyway, but Lee will get over to first on the hit by pitch, officially in the books. Jake Bowers is your batter. Bowers, 2 for 2. 2 home runs, 3 RBI today. Shift is on. The pitch comes inside. Ball 1. Oh, he was going for the hat trick on that one. He got down to one knee on that hack. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Inside. They couldn't tell on that one. It was close, but he doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bowers here. The 2-1 pitch. And no, low ball 3. Didn't get the call. Oof. Another one that could have been called, but does not get the call. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. This is inside. Ball 4. First walk issued by Baum. Bowers gets on base for the 3rd time today, but this time without walking all 4. I put Ray Ornelas into the box with 1 out. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch is a called strike at the knees. 0-1. Ornelas, one of our few players that comes over from what we call eMLB on the show. When I had an 8-year eMLB universe there, probably about a dozen players came over from that universe. Ron Carney, Ornelas, Joey Best. The 0-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch comes inside. Ball 1, doesn't go chasing after it. Hank Peralta, yes, another one. I think those are the 4 most prominent that I can think of. There's Brandon Klug, not very well. Ruben Carrasco's another big name. The 1-2. Grounded to 3rd, to 2nd for 1. Over to 1st in time. It's a 5-4-3 double play.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Barrios, the hard throw over to Hernandez. Back to Blaze. Jordan will get the Orioles done here in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the O's leading 6-1. I assume Connor Siebold is still in. I didn't see otherwise. Or did I? Nope, I didn't. So, assuming, yep, he is still in. Thank you. Connor Siebold back to the hill for inning number 6. He's got Trey Griffey. Edgar Barrios plays Jordan scheduled up. Griffey is 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. To left center field. This one's well struck. It's going to get down. It one hops the wall. Griffey takes the corner, heads for 2nd. He is going to turn for 3rd. He will get in there with the leadoff triple. Trey Griffey, who hits a get away from the shift. Ray Ornelas had a long way to go. And Griffey will get in using his speed. First triple on the year, his 2nd career triple of his career. We got a runner at 3rd now. Edgar Barrios with a prime opportunity. Today, Barrios is 0 for 2. First pitch checks the swing, the appeal. No, says the first base umpire. 1 ball, no strikes. That's why they call him Trey. Good call. 1-0 pitch. Another appeal. Nope, he didn't go again. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch. There's one at the knees. No attempt from Barrios on that one. It's a 2-1 count. Some fresh faces won the free-for-all. The rest of you, off with your tails. You get it back before the next free-for-all, though. It's the advantages of being a Saturday morning cartoon character. The 2-1. Swing and fouls that one off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch to Barrio. Swing and a miss. Comes inside with the curveball. He can't avoid the swinging at it. He will miss it completely. Big strikeout from Connor Siebold as he gets Barrios. 6 strikeout on the day now for him. 1 out. Plays Jordan. Hit a ball off the top. It hit right where the Cincinnati Reds sign is out there for his 6th home run on the season. First pitch. Watches that one. Strike 1. Got activity starting in the bullpen for the Orioles. Nick Mercavicius is warming up. Tanner Rainey is also loosening up. I'm assuming Mercavicius is not going to be pitching game number 2 for you then. The 0-1 comes inside. No, never mind. Wow. Man, look at how far inside that one was called strike 2.
What?
Anyway, no ball, 2 strike count. Keep your mouth shut, Commish. The 0-2. Well, that was a horrendous call because Siebold goes chasing after the changeup inside. Connor Siebold has gone Godzilla mode. 7 strikeouts now for Connor Siebold, and they've been huge in this inning as he has gotten both Edgar Barrios and Blaze Jordan. It's a lot of home runs there. He's got 2 outs. Trey Griffey still at third. Jim Stone will now have a shot. He's 1 for 2. First pitch. That one's in. Nope, called strike 1. That one's actually an actual good call. 0-1 pitch. That one misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just past 12 o'clock. I think we're on a decent pace that I should not miss any or a lot of my son's game. The 1-1. Swing fouls that one straight back. It will make the seats out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Actually, a good call. State of umpiring an OOTP 23. Yep. The 2-2 to center field. That will get down and be a base hit. Jim Stone will get the 2-out RBI, and the Reds will chip away at the lead. It's 6-2. Stone's second hit on the day, just 4 hits for the Reds overall. It's his 8th RBI on the year. And with 2 outs now, Alan Brokail to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Swings and hits that one over to second where Shervin Newton is. He'll throw it over to first. That will retire the side. Reds will get a run on 2 hits. 6 innings in the books here from Great American Ballpark. It's the Orioles 6 and the Reds 2. Top of the 7th we go. Tyler Baum back on the hill for a second inning of work. He's got number 9 hitter Shervin Newton to start us off, followed by Michael Bush and Nick Spence. Newton waits the 3-2. Lined into center. That one's going to get down. That one's heading for trouble as Griffey chases after it. Newton takes the corner, heading for second. He will get in there with a leadoff double. Newton's second double on the year. He had just 15 last season. 7th hit on the day for the Orioles now. Michael Bush back to the plate. 1 for 2. He's walked. He has scored. First pitch catches the outside corner. Strike 1. The 0-1. Swings right through that fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. Nasty pitch away. Good movement away on that one from Baum. Oop. Hold on. I think I hit a wrong button. I'm pretty sure I did. I caught it. 0-2. Swings and taps that one foul. He'll stay alive. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Grounded to third. Barrios checks the runner. Throws the first in time for the out. Newton could not advance on the play. 1 out now here in the 7th. Nick Spence is your batter. Good day for him. 2 for 3. First pitch is swung on and missed. Took something off on that one and he'll miss it. No balls and 1 strike. Seeing activity in the Reds bullpen. Looks like Williams Jerez, the left-hander, warming up. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside. That should have been called a strike compared to other things called a strike. The 1-1. This is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Reminder, next action for eMLB Baseball will be Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. The 2-1. Softly lined into left. That'll get down for a hit. Trammell gets to it. He'll make a hard throw to home. Newton comes in sliding. Save! RBI single for the Suspense, his 3rd hit on the game. He gets the run back that the Reds got in the bottom of the 6th. It's now 7-2. That is Spence's 7th RBI of the new year. Buster Bluth is your batter. Bluth 0 for 3. The first pitch swings and misses that, or swings and fouls it out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch. In there. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Ooh, just misses. That curveball looked good. Hearn framed it. Didn't get the call. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit to center. Gets down for the hit. Spence stops at second on the play. Buster Bluth will take the free strike that he was given. Gets his first hit on the day. Now 9 hits for the Orioles. Nate Lowe will come to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBI from a double back in the first. First pitch is going to be missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Where's the manager argue until ejection button? The 1-0. Called at the knee, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Checks the swing. They will appeal. They say he didn't go. That one looked close. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looked like Lowe might have committed, but they say no. 2-1 pitch. Towards left center field. Moving over. Taylor Trammell gets there in front of Trey Griffey and makes the catch in basically center field for the second out. Just take an optometrist card out to the ump. Should do the trick if he can read it. 2 outs now. Jeff Newkirk is your batter. 0 for 3 today for Jeff with an RBI. First pitch he sees is missing low for ball 1. Be the bottom third of the order for the Reds coming up in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0. Rolls this one down the left side, but it is going to stay foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 2-1-1 pitch. Lined into left field. That's going to get down. Trammell gets to it quick. The hard throw in, but stopping at third is Spence. Bases will be loaded after the base hit from Newkirk. Khalil Lee will be the batter. Baum has bases loaded. Spence is at third. Buster Bluth is at second. Newkirk at first. Lee today 0 for 1. He's been on base by walks. There will be a pitching change. I was curious. Williams Jerez, the 33-year-old from Santiago in the Dominican, will come in. Makes his 5th appearance on the year. No record with 1 save to his credit. 6 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. He hasn't walked anyone and struck out 9. Throws the fastball upper 90s. Also works the hard slider and the changeup. There will be a pinch hitter coming in. Lefty comes in. That means Ryan McKenna is going to be called upon. McKenna in again for Khalil Lee. McKenna from Berwick, Maine, the 29-year-old. Just 1 for 6 this season. It was a home run. It was against lefties. First pitch to McKenna is going to be in there, strike 1. McKenna has not had bases loaded this season. Says ZBC just followed me again, but it didn't give an alert. I'm wondering if he hit a button by mistake. The 0-1 comes inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yes, he is, Gorgo. The 1-1 misses the mark. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Lined over to first, but Blaze Jordan is there. Bit of a number off the end of the bat. Jordan was able to get to it, and that will retire the side. That was the 100-mile-an-hour pitch that retires this side. It is that time. Tim Lowry, you're a happy camper, aren't ya?
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch. Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. It is the Orioles and the Reds, game 1 of a double header in Sim. We will not be playing both of those games, we assure you that. After this bottom of the 7th, I will take a super quick break, mostly just to make sure the dog and the child are good. And then we'll come back to finish this one off. Again, I'm about 25 minutes from my son's puck drop for the game I'll be watching on our live app, our Live Barn app here today. Tanner Rainey is coming in. Connor Siebel's job is done here through 6. Rainey, the 33-year-old from Slidell, Louisiana. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Just Rainey's 2nd appearance on the year. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run. Walked 2, struck out 1 so far for Rainey this season. Throws upper 90s and touches 100 regularly with the fastball, the slider, and throws a changeup from time to time. Originally drafted by these Reds back in 2015 from the University of West Alabama. He was a 2nd-round draft pick then. Rainey's aboard. He'll start with the bottom 3rd of the order, starting with Ethan Hearn. Thank you, Denver. See a pinch hitter coming on to the on-deck circle. It's Jesse Winker. Miguel Hernandez will not bat. 3-0 pitch to Hearn from Rainey. It's going to miss away, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Just a bit outside.
Yep, it was. Hearn's aboard at first. Pinch hitter comes in for the Reds. It's Jesse Winker. Winker there. Yep. Wink, the 32-year-old from Buffalo, New York, hitting just 130 this season with no home runs and 2 RBI. He is 1 for 3 in his career against Tanner Rainey. See activity warming up in the bullpen already for the Orioles. It's Juan Cifuentes, Ryan Barucki warming up. A couple left-handers. First pitch looks low, ball 1. The 1-0 misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. That's 6 straight pitches that are ball from Rainey. The 2-0. This one's going to get away, but good block by Newkirk makes it not go far. Good work by him. It is a 3-ball, no strike count. Looks like he just fumbled it. It hit right off the heel of the glove, but did not go far as it deflected off of Newkirk Just had to range a couple steps to his right to get it. The 3-0 pitch. There's a strike right down the middle. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swings and fouls that one straight back and out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Checks his swing, but he went. They say it was a strike either way.
Fatality.
Big strikeout for Tanner Rainey as he dispatches of Winker. 1 out. The runner on at first, Relvis Martinez comes to the plate. 0 for 2 today. First pitch, that one is in the dirt. Good block by Newkirk again. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 to center field. Coming in, hustling is Ray Ornelas. He'll get there in time for the out. 2 outs now. And in comes the manager calling for the lefty to take on Trammell. And it looks like Juan Cifuentes will get the call. Rainey's time is done. He got 2/3 of an inning done. He'll be responsible for the runner at first. Juan Cifuentes, the left-hander, will be summoned. Cifuentes, second appearance on the year for him. 1 2/3 innings of work so far. No hits, no earned runs. He's walked 1, struck out 3 to this point. Second year in the majors for him. He was in AAA all last season, but he did pitch for the Angels in 2024, excuse me. That'd be impressive. He throws the fastball in the upper 90s, has the curveball and the changeup. Cifuentes ready to take on Taylor Trammell. Trammell today, 0 for 2. First pitch is called strike. The 0-1 goes after the curveball. Badly fooled by that one. He's quickly behind. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Juan Cifuentes gets the job done. 7 innings are done. A walk was done. A man was left. 8th inning we go. 7-2 Orioles. Okay, we have a defensive replacement. Jonathan India comes in to replace Jesse Winker, the pinch hitter. He is now in at second. Back to the action we go. Top of the 8th, Jake Bowers is your batter. 2 for 2 today. He's also walked, but he's had 2 home runs and 3 RBI to this point. One 0 delivery. Swings and lifts it to right field, not very deep, coming over. Jim Stone will make the catch in shallow right center field for the first out. 1 out now. Ray Ornelas will be the batter. He is 0 for 3 today. See Jeff Hartlieb starting to warm up. Hartlieb, the former Oriole. So Seaburucky decided to have a seat after Cifuentes comes in. See that the answer, Jorge Soto warming up along with Franklin Colomb, looks like he's starting to loosen up. 2-2 pitch to Ornelas. Swing and a miss. Fooled badly by the curve, the fastball low and away. Gives me an excuse to hit one like this.
Well, you may run like Mays, but you hit like shit.
So, I don't know. For some reason that makes me laugh sometimes. First strikeout on the day for Williams Jerez. 2 outs here, top of the 8th. Shervin Newton will be your batter. He is 1 for 3 today. He had a double. O2 pitch. Got him. 99 on the gun on that one will do him in. Second strikeout for Williams Jerez makes it a 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles, top of the 8th. We'll go bottom of the 8th. Reds, a lot of work to do. They're still down 7-2. Bottom of the 8th we go. It's the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Reds here. Trey Griffey, Edgar Barrios, Blaze Jordan. Gonna have a new pitcher. Fuentes' day is done. Here comes the answer. Jorge Soto. Soto's 6th appearance on the year. Already 17 innings of work for him. He's 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA. Given up 15 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 have been homers. He has walked 5 and struck out 18 to this point. Throws the cutter in the upper 90s and touches low 100s regularly. Also has the curveball and the changeup. Trey Griffey ready to go against Soto. I think he's mixing and matching because he had him start on the 11th and on the 18th, but then comes in as a reliever. Kenny Lindbergh, thank you very much for your tier 1 sub. 8 months now. 1 month away from a Twitch baby. Yay, yay. Going to be mixing and matching his pitching staff a lot this year. All right, Soto ready to go. 2-1 pitch to Griff. Well, apparently the answer is Trey Griffey deep to left field, and it is gone. Oppo Taco, Trey Griffey, as he goes the other way. 6th home run on the season, ties back up with Blaze Jordan for the team lead, 7-3. The answer is, whoops, at least on that pitch, he hit the ball real hard. Yep, an old Keith Olbermann expression. Edgar Barrios now your batter. Barrios 0 for 3 today. The 1-0 pitch. Lifted to left field. Moving over. Plenty of room. Jake Bowers makes the call in deep left center for the out. 1 out now. Blaze Jordan comes up. He had a homer earlier today, 1 for 3. The 1-2 pitch to center, moving over, but not getting there in time is Ornelas. Good to cut it off, though, as he will stop Jordan at first for the single. One out now. Jim Stone will be the batter. Hello. Thank you, JR. 5 gifted subs. Space Lion Bear, Tim Gross, Sam Chap, Mean Muggin, and Titus Groen are the benefactors of the flying bonnets all around the chat. Evil does not wear a bonnet, but Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do. 1 on, 1 out. Jim Stone is 2 for 3 today with an RBI. First pitch is coming inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Thank you again, JR. Appreciate that. Griffey Oppo Taco is the answer, says Sadier. The 1-0. Grounds it back to the mound. Soto to second for 1, but that's all Spence is going to be able to get. No chance on the relay throw. Rally gift subs. Funny. Well, at least it didn't get a double play, I guess. Runner at second is out. We've got 2 outs now. Jim Stone at first and Alan Brocale to the plate. 0 for 3. First pitch is there at the knee. Strike 1. Evil doesn't wear a bonnet because only cool, kind people are into cosplay. 0-1 pitch. To right center field. Pretty well struck. Going back. That's going to drop on the warning track and hit the wall. Brocale will head for second. Stone is going to stop at third. We've got 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs now. Alan Brocale, his 8th double out of 11 hits. 8 doubles, including now 5 doubles in his last 4 games. And the answer is a pitching change. Didn't go well today. Franklin Kilome will be summoned. Kilome will make his 5th appearance on the year. 5 1/3 innings of work, 2 saves to his credit. Given up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, has not walked anyone, and struck out 6 to this point. The lanky 6'6" right-hander throws the mid-90s fastball, has the curveball, and the changeup. We're going to have a pinch hitter coming in for the Reds now. Oh, wrong team. See, well, only 2 choices. Capello or Hernandez. Oh, never mind. He mistook Kilome as a righty, not a lefty. So we're staying with her. First pitch from Kilome is going to be a curveball at the knee. Strike 1. Jim Stone is your runner at third. Alan Brocale is at second. Oh, also just saw your $3 million cash, JR. (1-0) to right field. Right in the direction of Ryan McKenna, who makes the catch. That will retire the side. Reds will get 3 hits. They'll get 1 run, but they'll leave 2 in scoring position. 8 innings are done. Let's go to the 9th. It's 7-3. Jeff Hartley, the former Oriole, will get the appearance here for the Reds in the 9th. Hartley, the 32-year-old from Highland, Illinois, the 6'6" right-hander. He is making his 7th appearance on the year. Jeez, Pug, scare the crap out of me. I think my life flashed before my eyes on that one. I was totally caught from the Jedi Cats. Thank you, Pug. Appreciate that. 5 gifted subs around the chat. New York Fans 86, Jason Henke, Bodie, Cicero 2K, who recently joined us in our Cicero had joined us in our Discord, and Chris Holland, our Dodgers GM. All right, Michael Bush will start us off. Hartley began 7th appearance on the year, 6 1/3 innings of work. It's not been pretty. 12 hits, 11 earned runs. It's a 15.63 ERA. Only place to go is down, we think. He's walked 3, and he has struck out 8 to this point. Michael Bush will be the first batter to greet him. Top third of the order. Bush, Spence, Blue scheduled up. One-oh pitch. Towards left field, pretty well struck. Going down the line, it's gonna stay fair, and it's gonna be gone. Michael Bush goes down the line against the wind, and he puts a home run on the boards. It's his 3rd home run on the season. 8-3 now, Orioles. Nick Spence is your batter. He's had a good day, 3 for 4 with an RBI. Oh-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Uh-oh, bobblehead. Bobblehead from Orelvis Martinez in E6.
Go!
By Martinez. Spence gets aboard. 1 on. Nobody out. Buster Bluth now the batter. He's 1 for 4 today. Orioles now with 11 hits. First pitch at the knee. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Pops it up. Left side. In the infield. Martinez comes all the way in, wants redemption, and gets it. Man, look at where he landed on to make that play. That's a bit of a hustle. Martinez makes the catch. Spence stays at first. We've got 1 out now, and Nate Lowe will be the batter. Oh. I see your boost, Tim. First pitch. Misses inside. Ball 1. Well, I won't be at puck drop, but I will be close. 1-0 pitch. Misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Actually, I just had an apostrophe. Give me 1 sec. I just realized up here, this TV is a smart TV as well. Just have to turn the sound down. Ah, you got the reference, huh? I've always used it since Hook. I just had an apostrophe. Hold on, I gotta see if this will work up here. Might not work. Lightning has struck my brain. Oh, darn, it didn't work. Okay. Didn't work. It's not going to connect up here. I was trying. It's alright. I'm going to get it so that I can see the game. I'll be peeking down a little bit. But I'd rather watch it on the big TV. Alright. We got a 2-0 count to Low. The pitch. Swings, fouls that one off first base side. It's a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Meanwhile, the wife has sent the pick of the team, so they're all ready. I see, EVC. My son is at the top to the right, white goalie helmet. That's the Dominator. EVC with the boost. That'll help Eric Von Cohn. so since that didn't work, we'll do that. All right, now going back. Trying to get this damn app to work. What the hell's wrong with you? Trying again. There we go. Rink number 2. All right, good. Sorry about that. All right. At least got to get the game prepared and ready to go. See, so there's an app showing the kids warming up. So I'll be watching the game. It's a it's a robo camera that follows the action on the ice. 2-1 pitch. Swings, fouls that one off. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. So even on days when it doesn't make sense to pack up the whole fam and head, we're still able to watch games as long as they're using that app. Most places we go to do have that at those facilities. The 2-2 pitch. Lined into right field. Fair ball. That just hits the line, and it's fair. Do we have... Yeah, he's going to run all the way in from home. Is Spence using the speed? He is going to score. 9-3 as Nate Lowe gets another double. Second double on the day for him. Another RBI, his 9th now. It's now 9-3 Orioles. Jeff Newkirk comes to the dish. 1 for 4 with an RBI. Okay, yep. Dom is in net now. This is the actual game taking place. Hold on 1 sec. It's easier to see. Hold on. It's easier to see this way. So now you can see he's in net. Game just got underway, so that's what I'm trying to finish and go see. All right. Jeff Newkirk to the plate. 1 for 4 with an RBI. Help if Jeff Hartlieb stopped remembering he was an Oriole and acted like a Red. We don't have to quick sim to the end. I'm good. Unless you've had enough. 0-1 pitch. Swing, fouls that one off. It's no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Rolls it over to third. Barrios has it. He'll make the throw to first in time to get Newkirk for the second out. 2 outs now, top of the 9th. Ryan McKenna, 0 for 1. We now join hockey, already in progress. I'm just going to peek down to see if there's goals or anything, but they're heading in the direction of Dom right now. No play. Good defense. First pitch to McKenna is fisted off towards first base. Blaze Jordan reads it well, has it, steps on the bag, and retires aside. Aguilera finishes Cardinals game quickly to make the hockey game in time. Yes, indeed. Side is retired, but not before 2 more runs score. We will go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 9-3 Orioles. All right, new pitcher coming in. It'll be Kelvin Herrera. Herrera, 6th appearance on the year. 1-1 with 1 save and a 3.86 ERA to his credit. 4 2/3 innings given up. 6 hits. 2 earned runs. 1 was a homer. He's walked 1 and struck out 5. He throws low to mid-90s with the fastball as well as a sinker, slider, and changeup. Jonathan India will get his first at bat on the day. Came in as a defensive replacement. The 29-year-old from Coral Springs is hitting 143 this year with a home run and an RBI. Three-two pitch. Misses low. He'll lose him. Ball 4. India is at first. Arelvis Martinez will come to the dish, 0 for 3. Ow! I missed who scored the goal, but It's 1-0 good guys. They've had good games this weekend. They've lost 2, but the first one was 3-2 loss. Second game was 2-1 loss. Then they won 6-2. And now they're up 1-0 in this last parity game on the weekend. First pitch is a slider knee high. Outside corner, ball 1. Should have been a strike. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2. Quick throw to first. Throw pulled Bush way off the bag as they tried to get India sleeping, but he's back in safely. Oh, never mind. It's now 2-0, it looks like. Yep, 2-0. Good guys. They're scoring early and often now. 2-0. That's a sinker. That's a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Hard shot. Diving stop, but no, he couldn't get the diving stop. Sorry, it gets by for the base hit. Spence made the diving effort, but it scoots just underneath him. India will stop at second. Martinez with his first hit on the day. 2 on. Nobody out. Taylor Trammell. Trammell 0 for 3. First pitch, he swings and yanks that one foul. It's 0-1. Ryan Barucki is getting back up in the bullpen for the Orioles. The 0-1. Rolled over to first to second for 1. No throw back to first. They will get a force out. Martinez is out at second. Trammell reaches on the fielder's choice. India is over at third now. It's runners at first and third, 1 out. Trey Griffey, 2 for 3. He had an home run in his last at bat. First pitch is at the knee, strike 1. A 1 pitch. Swings right through that one. Sinker well positioned from Herrera. It's a no ball, 2 strike count to Griffey. 0-2 pitch. Swings and hits that one foul down the third base side. Its count remains 0-2. 0-2 one more time. Too far up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't tell if that was a goal or not. It's not. 1-2 pitch. Lifted into left. This one is spinning, hooking. Did he make the catch? Boy, that was weird. Bowers apparently catches it in foul territory, but he cheated. He used his magic, teleported over there. Who said the X-Men are allowed to play in eMLB? Makes the catch. India stays at third. I don't know if I'd call that sexy. I'd just call that glitchy is what I'd call it. Runners at first and third. 2 outs now. Edgar Barrios, quiet day for him. He's 0 for 4. First pitch is at the letters, strike 1. Connor Siebold in line to earn the victory in this one. The quirky play of the day, yep. It's the quirky play of the day. No, anyway. The 0-1 is a sinker, misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we need a mash of the Fluffy Kitty Ninja and Nightcrawler. Yes. Would he officially count as a Fluffy Kitty Ninja? The 1-1. Rolls it to third. Bluth has it. Hard throw over to first. And the Baltimore Orioles will win Game 1. Game 2 has to start in 9 minutes, guys. Get moving. But we're not going to be watching that one. Good game for them. I am going to be very quick here on the transition. We're just going to do part of the transition as you come back live. Wrong screen as well. Anyway, there we go. Let's look. 9-3 victory. Orioles had 12 hits on the day. Let's see. Big Mike got the bet too. Congrats. Michael Bush was 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. He had a home run opposite field in the 3rd inning. Jake Bowers with 2 home runs, 2 for 3 today with 3 RBI and the 2 home runs. Got to think he's player of the game. Nate Lowe was 2 for 5. He had 3 runs scored on 2 doubles today. And Nick Spence was 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. You had Trey Griffey going 2 for 4. He had a triple and a home run. Blaze Jordan 2 for 4. He had a home run. Jim Stone was 2 for 4. Need to get some more offense from your middle infield. Yikes. Yep. All right, quick peek at this. Connor Siebel, 2-0, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 2, struck out 7. Lance McCullers went 5 innings, giving up 6 hits, 6 earned runs. He walked 2, struck out 2. That's pretty much it. He falls to 2-1. Player of the game, Jake Bowers. No surprise. All right, let's see. So we're going to just quick play this one so we have a final scoreboard. I think. Did I screw that up? Brennan, did I just screw that up doing that? I bet I did. Shoot, I bet I screwed that up for you and I totally apologize. Yeah, my bad. Just in it. Sorry. Rushing. You won 20-2 though. Is that okay? You got your, you did some mashing. Let's see. Will Smith, Michael Bush, 2 home runs, 3 on the day. Khalil Lee gets a homer. Nate Lowe gets 2 home runs on the day. So I hope you don't mind. But let me look and see. I'm going to, you know what? In all honesty, I'm going to just do a quick exit here. Let me see where we're rating, though. Got to see who's online. Yeah, we're going to do a quick... Oop, without hearing me. Gonna go raid Kava as quick as I can. Back to the litter box I go. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas do assassinate. You're looking at their victim, so next time I can find some glue and tape, put my head back on straight and be back in front of you Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. It is 3 games or 3 days on the sim. I will be quick simming the rest of this and uploading the file. Probably during a break. During a period break is when I will do it, because I've got to catch up and find out who scored the goals for the team. Appreciate everything you guys do. Apologize for the abrupt ending. Ran a little longer than I wanted, but all is well. Good guys are leading 2-0 in the game. We'll see you soon. Remember, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So please, go do your best and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Make it a great one. Peace.
You jackass!